Hey everyone, how's it going? The zombies community has been speculating about the next map for some time now, and with Firebase Z well in the past and a new Outbreak mode starting to get old, now seems like the perfect time to start thinking about the next installment in the zombies game mode. So in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 most important things DLC 2 needs to be successful in just 5 minutes, and we're starting right now. The first and most important thing DLC 2 needs is to develop the storyline. We're 2 maps into this new Dark Aether storyline, and there's been very little reason for me to care about what's going on. We still really don't know who Omega are, what their goals are, and a ton of essential information about this new Dark Aether storyline. If I don't know what the stakes are, then I can't care about the storyline. With the reintroduction of Samantha Maxis into the forefront of the story, I imagine these questions will be answered in the next map. But if they aren't, the storyline is going to become an immediate non-factor in the community. The second thing DLC 2 needs is to be an entirely original map. As of recording this video, we don't have any information on this map or when it will be released. But there have been some rumors and leaks going all the way back to the game's launch that suggest that this new map will take place in Berlin and possibly remake areas of Kino der Toten. As I'm sure you're all aware, the Zombies game mode has gone through a long period of remaking and remastering old maps, as well as including sections of prior maps into their new ones. In fact, Firebase Z is the first entirely original Zombies map since Gurad Krovi in 2016. It was a breath of fresh air that the game mode absolutely needed, and if the rumors are to be believed, portions of Kino der Toten will appear in this new map if it is indeed set in Berlin. I'm not entirely against Treyarch doing this. Nocturne Toten is a part of D Machine and it works really well as part of that map. But I don't want to see Kino der Toten shoehorned into this new map. I'd rather have an entirely original map set in Berlin with perhaps a nod to Kino der Toten, but that's all I would want to see of an old map. The third thing I want to see from DLC 2 is a more difficult Easter egg that still remains accessible. Cold War's Easter eggs are extremely easy to solve, and we recently learned that it was a conscious choice on Treyarch's part to make them more accessible. I've wanted them to make Easter eggs more accessible since before Cold War's launch, but accessible doesn't necessarily mean easy. D Machine and Firebase Z are fun Easter eggs to complete, but they're not challenging to do. I don't feel a massive sense of accomplishment after completing them a couple of times, and Treyarch needs to find a way to make these Easter eggs more difficult while still keeping them accessible. And when I say difficult, I don't mean hard to solve. I don't want something in line with Revelations where the steps just don't make any sense. I want steps that make sense but are just difficult to accomplish. And related to the Easter egg, the fourth thing I want to see from this new map is a better reward for completing the Easter egg. This is something I've wanted to see from Cold War Zombies, as well as the franchise as a whole for a long time, and even though we haven't got it yet, I'm still going to talk about it anyway. Cold War did a great job of making Easter eggs accessible, but they haven't done a great job of rewarding players who complete them. The only real rewards you get are a calling card and some sense of pride and accomplishment. I would love to see the map change in some way after you complete the Easter egg for the first time, just like how you got a Wonder Waff on Call of Dead after completing its Easter egg for the first time. I don't know exactly what that would be for this map since it's such a highly map-specific reward, but I want to see them add something to not just this new map, but the other maps we have in Cold War. If you want more details, I talked about this at length in another video that I'll link to above, as well as in the description. The fifth and final thing I want to see from DLC 2 isn't for the next main map, but instead I want to see more updates for the Outbreak game mode. I've already given my thoughts on Outbreak in another video, and in that video I was disappointed with how barren the map seemed to be. There's a ton of space, but only a few objectives on the map and not a whole lot of roaming enemies. I'm sure this is at least in part due to the hardware limitations of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, but I'd love to see more enemies on screen, more main and side objectives, as well as 1 or 2 more maps if we can get them. There's also been talk of a main Easter egg for Outbreak, and that may be cool to add, but they really need to improve the gameplay first. And those were 5 things that I want to see from this new map. Let me know what you want to see in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Take care.